WSKID, Skid Row Radio.
You're listening to radio station WSKID.
Yes, so PJ Crowley, the former press secretary for Hillary Clinton, apparently resigned after his statements about Bradley Manning's incarceration being ridiculous and stupid and counterproductive. He's released a full statement. I'm going to read it to you now, if you haven't seen it already. Some of it just is the usual kind of fair, I take responsibility, it was my decision, yeah, blah, blah, what the fuck ever, as if anybody believes that he has chosen to resign himself. But there's a bit at the end that is very fucking interesting. So I'll read the whole thing to you now. The unauthorized disclosure of classified information is a serious crime under US law. My recent comments regarding the conditions of pre-trial detainee of first-class Bradley Manning were intended to highlight the broader, even strategic impact of discrete actions undertaken by national security agencies every day and their impact on our global standing and leadership. The exercise of power in today's challenging times and relentless media environment must be prudent and consistent with our laws and values. Given the impact of my remarks, for which I take full responsibility, I have submitted my resignation as Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs and Spokesman for the Department of State. Now this is the bit he basically just says, Obama and Clinton are awesome, I love them. But listen to this bit at the end. He says, and I leave with deep respect for the journalists who report on foreign policy and global developments every day, in many cases under dangerous conditions and subject to serious threats. Their efforts help make governments more responsible, accountable and transparent. Does that sound like an endorsement of Wikileaks? Because it does to me, in the clearest possible way. Prefaced by the usual arse-licking saying, yeah, I respect them. Really? You really respect them? So you served for 30 years in the military and under two presidents, and for 30 years you've served your country, and they're going to sack you for this one statement of truth, which has already been echoed by many people who have either worked at the brig or visited the brig. So this is stuff that is already known. You just, repeated those opinions about the conditions of his incarceration, and you respect them. I highly fucking doubt that. I don't think you would have made that statement in the first place if you had any respect for your colleagues. It didn't just slip out of your mouth. You were later asked, are you on the record with that statement? And you said yes. You knew what you were saying and you knew what you were doing. And you may even have an inkling as to how this would have turned out. But I applaud you, PJ Crowley, for speaking the truth. Yeah. And from your statement there, I'm taking that as pretty explicit, really support for WikiLeaks. So that's good to hear. Yeah, I'll leave your thoughts in the comment section. Speak to you soon. Bye.